Tom asked an interesting question, and I think this merits just going into driving in just a little bit more detail. When we were going through your presentation, you were talking about installing the DCA. I think Tom was a little bit blown away by the idea of putting one network or one agent on the network to track the printers. Could you just go into a little bit of detail about the, how the DCA does what it does, and then also the beacon, and talking a little bit about how that works?
And there was also some concern. Sorry, there was also another question about like scheduling it so that it doesn't cause interference with the network or network performance issues.
Sure. It does have adjustments for those issues. It basically uses the SNAP protocol and reads the print MIB of the print device. I'm on the sales and marketing side, so I'm not on the technical side, but I do know that it is designed, to run minimally in the background. I've never seen any issues. We've installed this in banks, in high security type government locations, working through a partner we have in Washington, D.C. And so from that perspective, I know that it doesn't interfere with any of those type of issues, and they can be adjusted to make sure that the customer is happy. And if you have a larger client or it's a more complicated install, we would typically schedule a call with one of our techs, the tech at that organization, the MSP, and discuss any potential firewall issues, or if there's any any adjustments that need to be made to make the thing work without having issues. But I know that it's not an issue, and we have the DCA out on thousands of customers.
So the issue is, basically to set it up, all you do is install it on a machine. It can be anything really, workstation, server. It doesn't really require.
That is correct. You want to install it on the server primarily because, let's say you install it on a laptop in the network. Well, it is going to find everything, but that network may leave the premises or be shut off. So by keeping it on the server, you know that it's going to be doing its scan, because it's set to scan by default once an hour, but then again, that can also be changed. And that's part of the conversation you would have as you're setting up a customer with your MPS analyst, saying, well, we only want to scan twice a day, and all those metrics would be implemented. So but you can, as you state, install it on the server or install it on a workstation or anything that's in the network. Regarding local printers, there again is just a URL script that you open on whatever device the local print device is connected. That typically is a USB connection to a laptop or to just a desktop computer, and then that will read that printer and then also move that data back into the network. Those local devices, the laptop, need to be in the network. So if you have a local printer and it's connected to a computer in the network, we can then capture that data also.
So then you would install the DCA on a computer on the network, and then you would install the beacon, which is this software on, like, say, a laptop of
correct
local printer.
That's connected to a local device.
Okay, and as long as they're on the same network, then they'll work together automatically.
Absolutely.